guys, Infernape here, and welcome back to my daily series where I go over my top 10 favourite Pokemon of each type without doing duplicates. Today I'm going to be going over my top 10 favourite Poison-type Pokemon. Now, I don't normally use Poison-type Pokemon in playthroughs. Sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. It all depends on the game and what Poison types are available in that game. But I do have quite a few favourite Poison-type Pokemon, so definitely was a bit of a challenge finding my top 10 favourite Poison types though, so I hope you appreciate the effort I made. Be sure to let me know down in the comment section below if you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. What are some of your favourite Poison type Pokemon? If we have any Poison type Pokemon in common, and if you have any video suggestions for the future, be sure to let me know down in the comment section below. So without further ado, let's get into the video! At number 10, we have Dragalge. Now, I have to admit, from about 10 and 9, I don't really have a lot to say about them. I just needed slots to fill. But still, I do quite like Dragalge's design. It looks really badass. I have never actually used a Dragalge in an X and Y playthrough, or any playthroughs that Dragalge is available in. But, who knows, maybe I'll try using it one day. Still, Dragalge is really cool. Its design is badass. It's got a decent typing. I just wish that it was a tiny bit stronger. Because every time I faced a Dragalge, it really was not that impressive. I took it out in like 1 to 2 turns. The majority of the time it was 1 turn, but still. I do love Dragalge's design, and who knows, maybe I'll try using it one day. Maybe I'll even try shiny hunting for it. I don't know. Still, Dragalge's a pretty decent Pokemon. At number 9, we have Toxopex. The amount of times I had tried catching a Mareanie just so I could use it in a playthrough is unbelievable. And yet every time I caught a Mareanie, it had a base attack lowered nature. So, yeah, I just never had got around to using it in a playthrough before. I really want to, I just can't because I don't want to use a Toxapex where its nature lowers its basic attack, even though its base attack is higher than its special attack. Still though, Toxapex definitely looks really strong. I have seen YouTubers who have used Toxapex in a playthrough before, and they usually do quite well. Plus, I also really love its shiny. Not the best shiny in the world, but it's not the worst. Still, I do really love Toxapex's design, and who knows, maybe I'll try using it again. I just want to use one that doesn't lower its base attack stat. Even though every time I've tried to use one, it always seems to be that way. But who knows? Maybe I'll try again. At number 8, we have Neatoqueen. Now, I have never used Neatoqueen in a team either. Most of the time, I usually just capture a Nidorino female form, usually near the end of the game, because I always pick Neatoking over Neatoqueen, mainly because I prefer Neatoking to Neatoqueen. But I did use it in the post-game in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I believe, mainly because I just wanted to catch something new. And I quite liked using it. But I do really love Gary's Neatoqueen in the Pokemon anime. That thing is a beast. Literally, I could watch the battle between Gary and Ash in the Johto League every single day. Because that Neatoqueen wrecks. And I do mean wrecks. It literally one-shotted Ash's Tauros with a Hyper Beam. It did use Rock Smash, but that was only to slow it down. And then it just caught it by the horns and used Hyper Beam right in its face, and Tauros was out. That was by far one of the coolest moments I've ever seen in my life. At number 7, we have Eternitus. Now, I do quite like Eternitus' design. I just wish that we had the opportunity to turn it into its Eternamax form. Because then, I probably would have put it a lot higher. But since we only battle its Eternamax form, and we never use it ever again, it lost some points with me. Still though, I do really love Eternitus. Its design is amazing, it's really good in battle, and I've also used it loads of times when I'm going through max raid dens, so that way I could just Dynamax cannon everything that I could find. It is really, really strong, but like I said, if we had the opportunity to turn it into its Eternamax form, it would have been a lot higher on the list. Because I love the design for Eternamax Eternitus, mainly because it looks badass, scary, and it's also got the highest base stat total out of all Pokemon. Literally, its base stat total is over 1,000. That's the highest base stat total we've seen in any Pokemon at all. So, yeah, Eternitus will always be this low unless we find a way to make it turn into Eternamax Eternitus. But I don't think that's ever going to happen. At number 6, we have Lowlandmuck. I have used Lowlandmuck quite a lot. Mainly in, well, Alola. I have used it in loads of playthroughs of Sun and Moon, and it was a monster in both games. Now that I've gotten older and smarter about the Pokemon games, I love to make sure that my team doesn't have a type overlap. So that means like all different types in the team. So I don't use Lowlandmuck as much as I would want to, but still, it is a monster. And I just love using this Pokemon. Plus, it is probably the best Pokemon to use when you're fighting Ultra Necrozma. Oh my god, I hate battling Ultra Necrozma. Like, I think that's the first time that I ever actually beat Ultra Necrozma on my first turn was actually when I decided just to swallow my pride and pick Primarina as my starter. And so I could use Lowlandmuck. And then Lowlandmuck actually one-shotted Eternitus. And that was quite entertaining, but I didn't like the fact that I had to swallow my pride just so that I could use Lowlandmuck and use one of the shittest Pokemon in all of the Pokemon franchise. But still, I love Lowlandmuck. It is by far one of the best poison types I've ever seen in my life. At number 5, we have Drapion. And guess what? I liked it from the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl anime! Drapion was a monster in the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl anime. I thought it was by far one of the most badass Pokemon I've ever seen. And I wanted to give it a try. And then later on, I actually found out that Drapion is actually one of the best Pokemon to use in a playthrough of Diamond and Pearl. So I used it, and it was a monster. Literally, it knocked out a large margin of quite a lot of important characters. And it got me out of quite a lot of jams too. Drapion is just by far one of the best Pokemon I've ever seen in my life. I just wish that its shiny was better, because it literally doesn't change. It goes from purple to red. It's not that much of a difference, but still, I love it. At number 4, we have Scolapede. Oh my god, this Pokemon is a badass. Like, literally, it looks so scary. Like, every time this Pokemon comes into the Pokemon anime, it looks like it's saying, "If you with me, I will kill you." That is badass. I have never used a Scolapede in any playthrough at all, but I have been wanting to use one, but I refuse to use one unless it has its hidden ability, that being Speed Boost. But the Speed Boost Scolapede seems to be very hard to find, so I can't use one. But I really, really want to. Unfortunately, as far as I'm aware of, it doesn't learn many good coverage moves. like, its best moves are definitely its stab moves. So that's another reason why I may not want to use one. But I just really, really want to use the Scolapede so badly. Its design is absolutely amazing. And I just love the fact that it looks absolutely menacing and badass. If only its shiny was better. At number 3, we have Selazal. Oh my god, this thing is a monster. I haven't used one in a main playthrough, but I really, really want to. Main reason why I haven't used one in the main story is because every single game that's it's available in so far, there's always a better fire type option. So far, the only games that it's available in is Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, as well as Sword and Shield. So that means I always go with either Incineroar or Cinderace. So I can't use it in a main story. But still, I really, really want to. It's so, so cool. I always make this little rule with myself that I always find a female to land it. Because I can't not own a female Salandit and evolve it into Selazal. It is by far one of the best Pokemon I have ever seen. I love it so much. And I also really, really want to find a shiny version. Because shiny Selazal looks so cool. Yes, it doesn't look as badass, but still, it does look still pretty badass. I love its design, its power, its typing, and just everything about it just screams awesome. So I just couldn't leave it out of my top 10. At number 2, we have Toxicity. Oh my Arceus. It is so, so cool. Literally, it is by far the best electric type and the best poison type in the Gen 8 games. I love it so, so much. I only just started using Toxicity in playthroughs, and oh my god, is it a badass. I would recommend using the AMPS form rather than the low-key form, mainly because I prefer the AMPS form and it looks better in my personal opinion, but if you don't care, just get the one from the daycare. But if you're someone like me who cares about how your Pokemon looks and prefer forms, just wait till you get to the certain point in the wild area and find Toxel. They're very common to find. And yeah, I just loved using Toxicity. It is by far one of the best Pokemon to be introduced into Generation 8. I love it so much, and I always make sure that I use it on my team. It is by far one of the best Pokemon I have ever seen in my life. And finally, my favourite Poison-type Pokemon of all time is Naganadel. Yes, I am well aware that it's pronounced Naganadel in the anime, but I've called it Naganadel for so long, I can't not pronounce it like that. So, I'm afraid I'm going to have to pronounce it like that I am now. As soon as I first evolved my Poipole into Naganadel in Ultra Sun, I had been in love with it for ever since. It is by far one of the best Pokemon to have ever been introduced into the franchise. Its design looks menacing and badass, which is one of the factors that I look for in Pokemon. It's so powerful, and I actually have a shiny version of Naganadel, and I adore it. Literally, I still have it to this day. I even have a version of Poipole too. I've got a shiny Poipole and a shiny Naganadel, and it is by far one of the best Pokemon to have ever been introduced into the game. Oh my god, I want one in real life. Like, if I could, I would happily, somehow, some way, bring Naganadel to life, just so I could have it as a friend, as a pet, and also to get revenge on people who pissed me off in past. So, yeah, I definitely love Naganadel, and I don't think my love for Naganadel will ever change. I feel like Naganadel will always be my favorite poison type. And there we go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did. Be sure to let me know down in the comment section below if you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. What are some of your favourite poison type Pokemon? If we have any poison type Pokemon in common, and if you have any video suggestions for the future, be sure to let me know down in the comment section below. Tomorrow I'll be uploading my top 10 favourite ground type Pokemon. So be sure to stick around tomorrow if ground type is actually one of your favourite types, if not your favourite type of all time. And let me know in the comments what's some of your favourite ground type Pokemon, because I'm definitely interested. Did you enjoy the video as much as I did making it? If you did, be sure to give it a massive thumbs up, comment down below, share this video with a friend, and if you're new, subscribe to my channel. It's been Inferno today. Okay, that's all from me, so until the next time, this is Infernape, signing off. Bye!